What's up YouTube, it's Jermaine back for another video, and in this video I'm going to show how some Uber rides could literally cost you money. Alright, and I'll show you proof. This is third grade math. Here we go. We're going to go to the Uber app here, and I have a location set from this Emeryville to San Francisco airport. I'm going to go over here to Google Maps. Let's check and see the distance. This is 22 miles total. It's going to take 23 minutes total. Let's see what the payout would be. Now, I can't see what the payout would be, but this is the price that would be billed to the customer. Let's take this high number, the 44. The information that we have now is it's going to take us 33 minutes to complete this trip. And this trip is a total of 22 miles. Now that's not all of it, because let's say this driver wanted to stay in Oakland. This is going to be a round trip of an hour plus. And here, add 22 to that, we're going to have a total of 44 miles that this person has driven to drive this other person. Let's say it costs $44 to drive from Best Buy in Oakland to San Francisco International Airport, because that's what the app just showed us, roughly $44. But the driver's not going to get $44 because there's a series of cuts that's got to come out. There's tolls, there's the airport drop-off fee, and then there's also Uber's 25% fee, and there's the Safe Rider fee. So there's a ton of fees coming out of that $44. So to make it simple, let's just say the driver, let's say his take home was $35. Okay. It wouldn't be $35 because this driver drove from East Bay and there is a toll that you have to pay. Usually that toll is about $6. It can vary throughout the times of the day, but we're just going to say $6 for this example. So we have to subtract that $6 toll. That's going to bring us to $29. $29 for 1 hour of work for 44 miles of driving. Some people would say that's good. Some people would say, at my job I make $12 an hour. This is a good deal. No, we still got to break this number down even farther. Now the IRS says it costs 54 cents a mile to operate a vehicle this year, in 2016. Now what are we going to do with this 54 cents a mile thing? Well, we got to subtract that from this 29 number. How are we going to subtract 54 cents from this 29 number? Well, we would actually have to times this by the miles driven. Since we drove 44 miles, and since the IRS says it costs 54 cents a mile to operate a car, we're going to have to times these numbers and subtract it from this number. This is going to give us a very, very low number. Let's do that calculation. $44 times 54 cents will give me $23.76. Guys, now as you can see, we are left with a very low number. This is $5.24. And this is for what, 1 hour? So this is my calculation. This is what I came up with. Now, is this true in every scenario? Is this true for every single ride? No, this is not true for every single ride. If there are bonuses and incentives out there, this would make these numbers look completely different. However, with bonuses and incentives, you usually have to qualify for those, and there's usually stipulations. So, I mean, I can't say that every ride is this way. If you're not getting any bonuses or any incentives, it's gonna be pretty dang tough. Now, the thing with this ride is, there's a lot of driving. There was, 44 miles of driving. Definitely share this video with drivers who are unaware. Share this video, because drivers need to know that, look, sometimes you just don't make money, and if you want to go out and drive, you can still go out and drive, but you might make $5.24 an hour. Okay, yeah, you might make that if you go out and drive, but it won't look like you're making this $5.24. It'll actually look like you're making $35, or to some people it might look like they're making $44, but actually you're getting this $5.24 when you really break it down. And by the way, this is only third grade math. This is nothing technical. This is very basic. Anyone can figure this out, but like I say, it's kind of confusing to figure this out and to put it out there. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Peace.